All right, it says we're live. I think here we go. I'll just wait till the picture comes up so I know it's like legit.
All right.
There we go. Yeah, no, we're on the air, bro. This is sick. Get back in the chair, dude.
We've done this before.
Yeah, no, it's not our first one. Hey guys, what's going on? Glad to see everyone jumping on for the live call. We've got a big one for you guys. We're going to be giving away the CNC machine plus some massive announcements. We're just starting our first, well, not our first, we've done a couple already, but it's going to be our biggest in-person training event in Gallatin, Tennessee. So we'll give you guys some more info about that. And also a bit of a Q&A. You guys had some questions. That was kind of like, you had to like put a question, like a comment or a question or something on the review video. So I got all those here. We're going to go through a bit of a Q&A. If you guys have any questions for us too, feel free to chime in. We're going to prioritize everyone that's like on the chat. So can everyone hear us? Like, oh, no sound. What the fuck? Can you guys hear us or is it cooked? Say something, Brandon. Is it my audio?
I hear you. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Everyone. It's just one person. It's probably on your side. Whoever said they have no sound. All right. Good stuff. But yeah, this it's actually been ages since you and me have been on a podcast, bro, or like on a stream. It's been like fucking forever. Yeah, dude. Like since we've done a live one.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, me and Brandon have been working on like a bunch of separate stuff because like obviously we're on the different sides of the world. So like I work a lot on the online stuff, and Brandon's been focusing really hard on the in-person studio stuff. But man, let's guys, like I said, if you have any questions about tattooing or whatever, we're going to do like a bit of a Q&A first, and then we'll kind of get into the in-person stuff and some other big announcements too. We're making skins, by the way, so stay tuned for that. That's going to be dope. Cool. So we've got a question from Cameron Droll. How does one practice symmetry on practice skins? You want to feel that one, bro?
Yeah. So symmetry, I'm sure you're talking about possibly a mandala or like a perfectly symmetrical moth, something like that. The biggest thing with that I would say is like your stencil. Like, you could you could tattoo it perfectly, but if your stencil isn't perfect, then you're going to be shit out of luck. So with that,
not only that, but it's just like, man, when you're doing symmetry, like do it on a symmetrical part of the body. That's something that you definitely want to keep in mind for when you start tattooing. And also, even when you do it on symmetrical parts of the body, it ain't symmetrical. Like no one's perfectly symmetrical, dude. So yeah, they're definitely tough ones to design, especially when you're starting out.
Yeah. But Procreate definitely helps with that, with like the symmetrical tool, to make sure that your stencil is actually perfect. So that helps out. Fake skin, you can get pretty damn close because it's just a flat object instead of, a body where it wraps and everything. So.
Got it. How do you use skin breaks in your tattooing? Because you do a lot of that. Like I like full color saturation when I tattoo. And this one is from Whitney Woods 27. How do you use skin breaks? Like, because yeah, you tattoo differently from me. I like solid color saturation. You're a lot faster, and you do like a lot of blending the skin tone.
So I just think of every section that needs shaded in 3 parts. So first part is going to be the black, middle section is going to be color, and then skin break. Obviously there's a transition period with that, but as a whole, I'm breaking every single part down to 3 sections. Without the color aspect, I'm just pretty much having that in mind. I'm still breaking up into 3 sections, but I have the first section to start out black, second section to start introducing like the gray wash, and then I need that last kind of section to be the skin break. So naturally through my head, I'm splitting up everything into 3 parts. And by everything, I mean like each individual piece. So like a leaf here overlapping another leaf, each individual leaf will be split up into 3 sections.
Nice. This actually isn't a question, but I saw this on Instagram. I'm a bit I don't know how I feel about it. But there's some artists that say if you're a beginner, it's not a bad idea to add 1 or 2 drops of like witch hazel or distilled water to colored inks to make them a bit easier to work with. How do you feel about that?
I would say that 90% of all colors out there shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah.
And realistically, if you're using like solid eternal, anything like that, like there shouldn't be an issue with saturating. Now, if you're using a liner, you could potentially have some issues with thick
Yeah.
ink not pushing in a liner. So I will do that. Only in that instance, though. Like if you add witch hazel to your ink, it's just going to dilute it, and then yeah, you don't want diluted ink. That's bad.
It's
Unless
fucked. Yeah, you don't want that.
you
Not at all.
like the company's made it, and people are doing it just fine. So it's probably a technique thing.
Yeah, 100%. You just gotta be careful because like it does feel like it makes it easier when you dilute your colors, but then if you dilute them too much, then obviously there's a lot less pigment you put in the skin, and that's gonna show up when it heals. That's gonna be kind of busted. Actually, there's a question here for me. Where are you working now, Nathan? So right now I'm working full time with Tattooing 101. Like I'm not working like actively in a studio right now. So I handle like all of the tech stuff behind the business, all like the marketing, all the management, all the kind of like the boring stuff. Whereas Brandon still gets the tattoo at Arrowhead, which I'm fucking super jealous of every single day. But yeah, I'm fully with Tattooing 101, guys. Someone's got to run the business.
Yeah.
We got a question from Nakota. When I become a tattoo artist, I'll mostly be around dark skinned people. What colors should I stay away from on dark skin? This one's from Nakota 21.
So this is something that every different artist will kind of say something differently. I will tattoo color all day long on a client that has like a darker skin tone. The thing that you kind of have to understand is that the color is going to darken, because no matter what, the skin tone is going to shine through the color. But it's the same with going over, a blackout with color. Like this was black and there's color over it. It darkens the color, but it's still there. It's not easy to do. I wouldn't recommend like beginners do it, but it is possible. And I think that most artists out there, I'm gonna get in trouble for this one, but it's a cop out. They just don't want to go through the hassle, so they just say it's not possible. There's a lot of that, actually.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that, man.
That in the industry, but it is what it is.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like there is like you got to set proper expectations too. Like, man, if someone comes in and they're like, they're very dark skin, they want like bright yellow and like a watercolor tattoo, like with pastel tones and stuff like that. It's not going to look like how it does on Pinterest. It's going to look so different. And then sometimes if you don't say it the right way, I don't know, you can you potentially could get cancelled. So just like be very gentle in the wording. Got one
Confidence
here
comes into play there too. Confidence, like if you have facts back up what you're saying and have the confidence to say it correctly, that you could not really like change someone's mind, but like point them in the right direction very easily.
Yeah, don't just say it's like, oh, you can't tattoo color on dark skin. It's just like, man, that's that can get you in hot water for sure. Cool. We've got a question from Samuel. So what are you guys' thoughts on using white on a blackout? And fake skin makes it hard to wipe away dark black. Is there a trick to it? So we'll address the white on blackout first. You've done a couple of those, right, Brennan?
Mm-hmm. Do you want me to answer?
If you're not busy, man, if you're not doing anything.
Yeah. So
if you're free, if you're available.
Yeah.
I know you got a lot of clients and stuff like that. But
so this is white over black. Obviously, it lightens up a lot. It kind of turns this yellowy color, and this is just one pass. All of this is just one pass for now, but the same as all colors, right? If you want it to kind of show up, you're gonna have to go over it 3 times. I haven't done that yet because it fucking sucks. It hurts very bad. Oh, we're live. I have to calm down my verbiology.
Just let it rip, bro.
Sweet.
Just say what you feel like. Authenticity is where social media is at these days.
Yeah. Also, using a smaller liner will help out, kind of get the white in there. But yeah, it's tricky. It takes a couple of times. You won't see a lot of customers kind of want it, because when you're like, okay, you're gonna have to pay me 3 times to do this, they're like, no, thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
that always comes into it for sure.
yeah, it's pretty much the same as tattooing everything else. Like, I don't dilute my white at all. Different whites kind of have different thicknesses. You'll kind of have to. I use dynamic white because it's real thin, only for like kind of that, because I need a really thin white to go in. If you're like packing white, you want to use like an Eternal, or something that's thicker, obviously.
Cool. We've got a question from Country. Country, man, he's in the Artist Accelerator. I know Country. I recognize the name. He had a question: Is it bad if you start everything by yourself with no mentor or nothing? Did you kind of, yeah? I mean, if you've got a mentor, man, like you've got the Artist Accelerator program, you've got like we do the weekly live calls and stuff inside of the group.
Are you sure it's the same Country?
I think so. It's spelt the same way. Maybe not, but if it's different, yeah, it's me. Yeah, it's the same guy from the Facebook group. Yeah, man. You've got all the information at your fingertips inside the Artist Accelerator course. Where it would be a bad idea is if you like just wing it, and it's just like you're going down YouTube rabbit holes and that's it. Buying some Amazon skins, not knowing like what machines and stuff to get. Then you're kind of taking the fuck around and find out approach, and it's like that can yeah, man. There's a lot of fucking around.
And the finding out part usually doesn't feel too great.
Yeah, it's there's a bit of a trail of destruction behind you on your way to on your path to glory. But yeah, dude, you're inside the group, man. Like you got the course, you got access to the live calls and stuff like that. So as long as you take that information on board, bro, you're sweet. Just don't do anything wild and slowly build yourself up, man. Don't start tattooing necks and back pieces and sleeves day one. You got to build up to that shit.
Yeah.
Cool question from Puck P Cummings. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's a fuck with me name, but anyway, I have a question, guys. What do you think about black light tattoos, like UV tattoos, and what's the difference between them and regular ink? So cancer. That's the difference. It's fucking cancer.
Yeah. No, I have a pretty strong view on this one, and I usually don't have like strong views on a lot, but this one is like, it's never really been tested on humans. I've never done it because that shit's scary. I know people that have got it done. It fades in like 3 months to where you can't really see it under a black light anyway. So like, if you're wanting to do it for a rave, like
glow sticks,
yeah, just paint some rave shit on you. That's what I would do. I've never been to a rave, so I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I've even had people bring in their own inks into the studio. It's just like, I want you to tattoo me with this ink.
Diabolical.
It's like, man, imagine going to like a surgeon and be like, oh, hey, like I know you're pretty good at doing nose jobs, but I got this
cool be like,
scalpel.
Hey, I know I've been on the list for a heart for a while, but I just found one. So if you could just
put it in me, that'd be great. He's got like an esky or some shit with like a bunch of ice on it. Yeah, that's a way better analogy. I like that. Cool. We got one from Ink Doctor regarding darker skin tones. IRL, would practicing on dark colored silicon fake skins mimic the realistic outcomes to color changes, or
no? It's good. So here's the problem with, we Nathan already kind of said that we are wanting to start doing some fake skins and stuff, which I've already kind of
show them the thing. I've seen it in the corner of the screen. We've already made a prototype. We've got our first version
around with it.
Ready to go.
A lot of calculations I have to do, so this is not the final product. That's just a tester. But with that, I don't foresee ever doing the darker fake skin, because the colored ink is going to show up on the fake skin. It's not a good representation, because even if you're tattooing fake skin and you go over a lighter color with a darker color and then go back with a lighter color, the light will show up over the dark that doesn't happen on human skin.
Yeah.
So it's just because it's like just putting it in there. There's no actual human element to where it like expands underneath the skins, get traps there, all that stuff. So it's just, yeah, it's different. So just practice, get your techniques perfect on this kind of skin tone on the fake skins. Don't do like the see-through ones, like all that stuff doesn't really benefit you. And honestly, I think I could be wrong. I think there's only one brand that does the see-through ones, and like,
Yeah.
You can't really tell your depth anyway, so it's pretty pointless. Like,
Yeah.
What I do is just cut into it, look at your depth there, and that's the easiest way.
Yeah, it's like a cool idea, like the see-through skins. Like I get what they're trying to do, but it's just like it doesn't like kind of all things, like it doesn't kind of work out in practice.
Yeah.
But we got a question from Country. He's asking about the girth, the thickness of that fake skin.
Yeah.
It's a prototype, man. So like we're still working everything out, man. But yeah, it'll be the best shit out there for sure.
Yeah, this is really thick. I'm trying to figure out how to pour it perfectly. I found a solution. I'm not gonna tell the secret, but yeah, the first couple are meaty.
Yes. Oh shit!
I'm a go big or go home type of guy, so now I have to.
Yeah, that's it. We got someone commented it looks thick with a double C.
She thick.
We got a question here from Regina Drewley. So I wanted to ask about the ash thing too. Yeah. So do you still get requests for that, Brendan, with people bringing ashes?
No, I would do it though.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because ashes are sterile, hey? Like if they get like incinerated or whatever, it's like it's not like.
Well, they were,
like
but then they put them in like stuff that's not. I just autoclave it. And here's a little fun fact: 0% chance that any of that is going into your skin. Like that, I don't know if you've ever seen ashes, but they're pretty substantial. It's like sand. If a needle is pushing a sand-sized particle into your skin, there's a problem. So it's more for like, the experience, maybe some like micro particles got in there, but like realistically, I've done it quite a few times.
Yeah.
And you go look at your ink and it's just all at the bottom. Like you're just dipping from the top. You're not scooping out some, ashes to go into the tattoo. So
it's kind of like telling your kid about Santa Claus. Like it's
exactly.
It feels good, but it's not. It's not really
my
real.
My kid's not watching this.
And there's also you got to look at this. I guarantee there's some dodgy turtles out there that would be like, "Oh yeah, I'll put the ashes in." They go out back and they just pour it in the bin.
Oh yeah.
And they just come back 15 minutes later. It's like, "Oh yeah, the ink's in the ashes." Or the ashes are in the ink. And that'll be $1,000.
And no one would know, yeah. Man, we just destroyed Christmas. Everyone has this on their big screen TV with their families watching us, and you just dropped the big bomb.
It is what it is, man. It's a cold, heartless reality. It's a cruel world, man. I have the all to go to the idea for fake skins. It's a no-brainer, realistic. Transparent skin would be good for tracing, though. Oh, actually, yeah, just stencil it. Yeah.
Well, no,
just let it dry.
About it. So think about, this is going to sound smart. I'm not smart, so I'm going to fuck up some words. But if you think about water's displacement of like an image underneath water, right? So if you have an image, you lift it up, your arm looks like it's right here above water, over here underwater, right? So the same thing with fake skin. If you had an image underneath it, where your needle's going isn't where it's actually at on the picture. So everything, it's not going to be how you think it is, unless the fake skin is like a millimeter thick. Then you're not really practicing tattooing.
Yeah.
So
Not only that, but it's just like, man, that's not going to translate into the real world. Like, you want to practice putting stencils on stuff and then like not losing your stencil while you're tattooing, because then otherwise you're like, you know. We got a question from Citizens Punk. Want me to chime in on the cremation process, Nate? I'm assuming this person has cremated a bunch of people before, hopefully legally.
I've had a little bit of a experience with that. So
you burnt bodies?
No, I just kind of help brush them off sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was in high school. One of my best friends, his father owned like a morgue, whatever that's called. Yeah.
Was he a weird kid?
No, he was actually probably the most normal. I was a weird kid. I was the weird one. Yeah.
You did offer to help haul
Yeah.
cadavers to get cremated. Yeah, that is kind of. Did you get paid, or was it just like for the love of it?
No, I didn't have a car, so I just kind of rode around with him all the time, and he'd just get calls, and we'd put them in a cardboard box, carry them, and they are fucking heavy, and just drop them off. And then now, the dude we dropped them off to that did the burning, he was a weird guy. Yeah,
you kind of have to be a little bit, I think, on the spectrum to like burn corpses for money. It's a good niche though. You never run out of business.
Dark again.
Yeah, that's what. Like, did you like see them and shit? Were they like covered up, or like by the time you got,
we had to like put them in the box? Yeah.
Whoa. Did you like this? That's a lot of questions. I could go into that, but anyway. Did you ever like arrive late to the scene when they've been sitting there a while? Or? Okay,
that would be a police thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. You only got the fresh ones. Sweet.
Still warm.
Oh fuck! I love doing lives. Okay, what's up? John Watson just says hello. Nice to see you, bro. Deshaun Butler, when does it start? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Deshaun Butler 3066. We got one from Citizen Punk. I know this guy. It's the mortician. Yeah, he actually just joined the Ice Accelerator as well. Yeah, dude, feel free to drop in all info about burning corpses in the chat. We're all about it. Anyway,
and I need your number. No.
I need your email.
Yeah.
Puck P Cummings. Y'all's YouTube vids, trying to get some practice in before I get into the program. I had a Surface Pro 9, but I sold it recently looking at a Wacom 16 Syntec. Yay or nay? Have you ever used Wacom? You just always been an iPad guy, Brandon?
iPad. Yeah. I've never used the Wacom.
Yeah. Same. Yeah, iPad's like, it's so good for what you need it for in tattooing. Like, I'd never just, even if something was like a little bit better than iPad and Procreate, I wouldn't switch because I've used it for so long. It's just like, man, yeah. Larry B, it wasn't.
Wacoms were really big, like before the iPads.
Yeah, like, they were. Before they're on the scene.
I haven't seen
iPads iPads made like digital drawing accessible because Wacom stuff was around way before iPads.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, I honestly don't know. When I was getting into tattooing, everyone was using them. I was way too broke for that shit.
Got it. Larry B2544, dude, if you got a solution for making fake skins, send me an email, dude. Like, definitely keen to hear what's on your mind, dude. We're always looking for ideas. John Watson already asked, but I was napping and I might have missed it. What's the best brand for long needles? I use Kingpin, but just looking for some. What do you mean by long needles? I don't like. They're all the same length.
Yeah.
Or do you mean like long taper? I don't know. Got it. We just got Citizen Punk just correcting us on the terms for the human steakhouse. Puck PK Cummings. Can I get another Surface Pro and Photoshop again? No biggie. Yeah, I recommend iPads, bro. Samuel B, do you recommend pigskin? Did you ever tattoo pigskin when you were learning, or you just mangle yourself like I did?
Both. Yeah, I tattooed it a few times, but it stinks.
Yeah, especially on like the second or third session.
So bad.
Yeah, it does kind of stink. We've got long taper. Yeah, I wouldn't judge, like I wouldn't buy a separate brand because they got the best long taper needles. Yeah, I just get the brand that I get, and I use their long taper needles if I need them. I use WJX cards. They're not like my favorites, but because I'm in Asia, it's like you're kind of limited with supplies. I'd way rather use Da Vinci's or something like Black Claws or Quadrants or whatever. But what are you using these days, Brendan?
I like Black Claw. I still use Da Vinci's. Prime Plus, I've been using them because I have them, but I prefer Black Claw. They're just the best.
Also, like the most premium and expensive needles on the market, I believe. Cool. Shauna J, how do you avoid back and neck pain strain during long sessions? Man, the back and the neck pain builds character. It's cooked. How do you deal with neck pain, back pain, pains of all sorts?
Quietly complain.
And I found out when
Advil.
when I'm on TRT, and as soon as I got on test, literally like all my aches and pains kind of just went away. So yeah, that for all the guys in the audience, give that a go.
Happen for me. I still have aches and pains.
Really?
Yeah, but I
you
feel
need
a lot
the
better.
Dose, bro.
Well, I tattoo though.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
shrimp back. Yeah. You've got to like yoga really helps. Like going to the gym, like anything that you can do to strengthen your spine or like your back muscles. Just don't throw your back out to deadlifts, and you should be right. Someone's commenting on your cat.
Answer a question. I gotta put this cat up because it won't shut up. Give me 2 seconds.
Animal cruelty. John Watson. What I mean is, what brand do you use for regular length needles that aren't cut? Oh, like needle bars. Is that? I'm assuming that's what you mean, dude. I don't use needle bars anymore, man. All my machines are pens. Same with Brandon. I haven't used needle bars since like I first started tattooing. The second machine that the first machine that I had was a Mickey Sharp's coil, and then the second one was an Ergo. Cool. I think that's what they're called. No, an Ego. It has an EGO. Yeah, it was like a rotary machine. It was orange, and then I got onto injectors, which I don't use anymore. A lot of people still kind of like message me saying like they've bought the injector because they've seen like me use it in some of our older videos. I actually don't use injectors anymore. I've gone completely over to the dark side, and I use pens, mainly using Bishop, Wands, Critical Torques, or I just got the new FK1 Adjust 2, which is pretty cool. Been playing around with that.
I'm back.
How's the cat?
Okay, a lot quieter now.
Good stuff. For softer shade, when you're doing portraits, what voltage do you use, if any? You stick and poke it?
Definitely not. I keep my voltage around the same no matter what I do, so I don't recommend trying to do that. It'll have a lot of issues. So I would turn my voltage down if I were like a beginner.
Got it. You got a question from Regina Drewley. So that's what pencils and paper for, and your imagination are for. I miss the originality that came with it. Do you prefer tech to using just paper and pencil? Dude, I think sure you can attest this as well, but I started drawing on pencil and paper, and after I was using Prismacolor pencils as well. I'd spend 20 plus hours on an 8x11 design. And then when I eventually switched to Copics, and then eventually digital, and I can produce art in a quarter of the time now.
Yeah, so much faster.
Yeah. There's nothing worse, especially still takes time. Yeah, but it's so much better. Like if something's like the wrong size, you can just like pinch it and like increase the size. Saves so much time. We've got someone asking, how do I find artist hour videos? Dude, if you go to our website, just go to courses, like artist hours on the site, or I'm pretty sure it's in the links for all of our YouTube videos as well. So you can check it out there. Have you used ambition needles, Brendan?
Not that I know of. I've tried a lot, but I don't remember the names of all of them. I don't think so, though.
Cool. Got a question. How can a regular artist tattoo legally without working in a shop? So, Nakota, this is going to depend on what state you're in. Okay, obviously, different states have different laws. If you're in somewhere like Oregon, it's like super, super strict, and you have to go to a tattoo school. Like, there's no way around it. And yeah, other states where it's just like the Wild West, you can kind of do whatever you want. But I would recommend building up your portfolio on fake skin and having all the knowledge to tattoo and being able to produce really good work on fake skin. And then when you go into a tattoo shop, it's a very different conversation to, oh, hey, I've never tattooed before. I don't know anything. Please teach me from scratch.
100%.
Yeah. Because think about Brad, if someone comes into your studio and they're like, they already know how to tattoo. They've got an existing portfolio of fake skins. Okay, fair enough. They haven't got any tattoos on actual people, but their fake skin stuff is dope. And they've got a social media presence and they can talk shop. Like they understand the difference between stroke, needle codes, the hand movements and all that kind of stuff. When you compare that to how long that person's going to take to, get to a point where they're like a fully qualified artist compared to someone that's just clean slate, what's the time difference you think in terms of learning, and which one would you prefer to take on in your studio?
So I'll just go from Tim, because Tim was tattooing on fake skin. He did the coaching, and he started working for the shop. So I think within 2 months after doing that, he was pretty much tattooing clients. He's now been there for a year now. I think I signed him off to be an actual artist next month. So that's super exciting.
Yeah. It's like a 2-year thing in Tennessee, right?
It was a year. Now they just switched it this year to 2 years, which is kind of shit, but yeah.
Dang. But yeah, so for those of you guys that don't know, so Tim, Brandon's apprentice, or now artist that works in the studio, he actually started out as a tattooing 101 student. And then kind of showed up at Brandon's studio one day and said, I work here now. And we were just like, all right. And it worked out super well. But nobody else do that call first. Because it was really random that it worked out.
I will say that's not exactly how it went down. He didn't just show up.
Okay.
He came up. How did that work?
Yeah, because I remember you were just like, you gave me a call and just like, man, this guy's turned up at my studio.
Yeah, he came up for a couple. I can't remember. I'll have to ask him tomorrow.
Yeah. But so it only took him like 2 months to be tattooing professionally. Now you compare that to like a tattoo apprenticeship's like, bro, you're slaving around for like 1-2. So it took me 4 years in an apprenticeship. That's like, man, sometimes I get jealous of our students. It's just like, dude, if I had those when I started out, man, god damn, would have been a lot easier. Cool. Do you still tattoo yourself?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Only if it's like for a video or something like that. Hey.
Yeah, and I don't even like that.
Yeah. Same here. I haven't tattooed myself in years because it's like, it's kind of hard to stretch the skin, and like, because when you got to think about the pain of the needle going, it's kind of hard to concentrate and get the right depth when the right depth is substantially more painful.
I mean, let's be serious. The only reason I tattooed myself before is just because I was going through bad parts of my life. Like I just wanted to feel pain, which is super not great. But I was just like, oh, emotions. I'm going to hurt myself and give myself a tattoo. Because like I had people to tattoo even when I first started. And that's the main reason I would get tattoos, is like just as an outlet or something. Now that like, I mean, life's still hard for, ups and downs and everything. But I feel like I'm a little bit older now. I could stay away from some of the BS that I've put myself in when I was younger. So I just don't want to deal with extra pain, really.
Yeah, I figured too. Like when I stopped drinking and I stopped partying, I found out that like my life became a lot less complicated.
Yeah, no kidding. Like it's pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't go out looking to hurt myself now. Like it still happens fairly.
Mm.
Normally I end up hurting myself with something, but yeah, I don't look for it anymore.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. Um, Puck PK Cummings, do I sell any of my art pieces that I got behind me, or ever sell some of the drawings on the side? So these art pieces behind me, these are actually from other artists. These are prints from other artists. So these ones aren't mine. In terms of selling my own work, I used to, like when I kind of needed money as like an apprentice, but nowadays I just like, yeah, I don't really do that anymore, because it's like you got to ship them and it's like got to post them and stuff like that. If like a friend asked me to for one of my art pieces and they're like a close mate, I wouldn't even.
I've asked you for 2 fucking years.
Yeah, I'm getting around to it. I said a friend. Okay, I said a friend.
That's what it is. Oh shit.
Yeah, nah. I'll find. I'll. It's the red dragon, right? The one that you wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Fine.
Put you on the spot.
There'll be like, you see on my videos, like on my YouTube, there'll be like a gap in the wall. It's just like, oh yeah, I gave that one to Bren.
Funny story is I tried to take it in Malaysia because I knew it would take you forever to send it. Remember, you were like, yeah, you could take it. And you're like, oh no, it'll get messed up on the way there. I'll just send it. It's been 2 years.
I'll send you a print. I'll send you an 8x11 print.
If you do prints, I want the green one too.
All right, I'll get you the green one. If anyone else wants those prints, send me a DM. While I'm at it, I might as well. If anyone else wants one, sure. Someone's saying critical talks for the wins. The critical talks are cool. I don't know if you noticed this, Brennan. When you use critical talk, when you push because I think you tattooed is similar to me, how your like middle finger sits underneath the cartridge. Do you find that when you push the needle cartridge a little bit on the talks, it like you hear like a kind of a grindy sound? Or maybe that's just my one. Yeah.
No, yeah, that's my only pet peeve with rotary machines is the fact that the cartridges, the way they go into the machine, if you put too much pressure, they bog down.
Yeah.
And no matter what, I have a feeling that that's just an issue that it's not really an issue. It's just a part of how they are. But that's one of my biggest pet peeves with at least pen style tattoo machines because of that. Now they could potentially make cartridges out of metal, maybe resolve it. I doubt it though, because it's the connection point between the grip and the cartridge that's doing that. So yeah. I kind of had to like change the way that I tattoo. Instead of like pushing against the needle cartridge, I like kind of pull against the grip. But we got one from Peter Scott. Beginning in tattooing, would like to know what the correct needle depth is. Not this thick.
Yeah, unless you're tattooing like a horse or something.
An elephant.
Yeah, it depends. It depends what kind of marsupial you're tattooing.
Pretty sure it's animal cruelty. So
yeah, it definitely is. Don't do that.
But as a rule of thumb, you want to go 1 to 2 millimeters into the skin. If you don't know what a millimeter is, it is on a ruler, depending on where. Wait, do you have millimeters on your rulers, Nathan?
Yeah, bro. It's like it's only the US uses the non-metrics. Everywhere else in the world has millimeters and centimeters, bro.
Gotcha. Cool. Yeah, we have millimeters too on ours. I was just checking. I don't know what you guys do over there.
Yeah, no, we would never used inches, yards, feet, anything like that.
That makes sense.
I couldn't think of a less accurate measuring instrument than feet.
It's super easy. You just you're size 12. You just measure it with your foot.
Sick. Man, we've done a bunch of Q&A. I wanted to kind of steer the conversation a little bit to in-person training. So Bren, you've done, and guys, if you have any questions about this too, because this is still kind of new for us. Like we've only done 2 events. We did like one with just 5 people, and then another one with like 14 people. And now we're going to do a bigger one in January. But man, give us a bit of a rundown how you went with kind of the first and sort of the second in-person training events. How did that kind of differ? Being able to actually see the students and kind of communicate with them when they were like in there in person.
Yeah. So realistically, I've had quite a few apprentices throughout my life. So it was new on the point of, multiple people. But I got that experience working online and everything. So it was pretty much everything I've done my whole life as a tattoo artist. I just kind of did in person with a group of people. I'll say that it is a big difference when it comes to immediate feedback. And simple things like holding your machine a certain way or the angle of the machine. These things are always going to kind of be hard to see in a video. Just because, there's only one angle, right? Even if there are multiple angles, it's still hard to kind of tell how you're holding it with the angle. So in person, when I'm like, they're holding a tattoo machine and I just do this and move it, and I'm like, that's it. Just that simple thing right away changed a lot of people in their tattooing ability. I will say that Diana came out. She's never touched a tattoo machine before. She's talked with.
Real quick, for those of you guys who don't know Diana, so Diana is our community manager for the Facebook group. And yeah, she doesn't, she's not like a tattoo artist. She just kind of helps us out with like keeping the group engaged and like posting events and stuff like that. But we are teaching her how to tattoo just kind of for the fun of it as well.
Yeah. But by the end, she was able to do pretty substantial tattooing. Like, she wasn't going crazy deep or anything. Like, she had an outcome that was almost unbelievable after 2 days. So yeah, I'd say it's a big deal, in the tattoo industry as a whole. In person has always been a thing. Even with the people that are down, against tattoo schools or online learning, like there was still seminars that you would pay and go see tattoo artists at a convention or all sorts of stuff. So like, this is something that isn't new. It's been around forever. Biggest thing with in-person stuff is pretty much anyone that's wanting to go to an in-person kind of event. The only real thing, there's 2 things you need to kind of understand before going with that. If it's not with me, anyone, is number 1, do they know what they're talking about? Do they actually have the ability to tattoo? Number 2 is just as important. Are they a good teacher? Because you could be the best tattoo artist on the face of the earth. Teaching is a skill that I was not born with. Nathan very painstakingly molded me into the man I am today, with slight anger and aggression sometimes.
Very gentle motivation. Yeah.
So yeah, I've become, I'm happy with how I've kind of come with my teaching ability, and I'm always looking to grow too. So, at the end of every class, I ask everyone, is there anything that you have me improve on? You're not going to hurt my feelings, I promise. And get a lot of feedback from that. But everything's been 100% positive so far. So
tell me about, like, because this is an interesting too. When you were working with the guys in person, how many of them were just doing like a tiny little thing wrong? They just needed a little bit of a tweak that just completely changed the way that they tattooed.
Yeah, I would say a few of them for sure. Like, because we've had people that have gone through the online coaching. We've had people come that have never touched a tattoo machine before. Obviously, those people that have never, they're just going to need more kind of feedback and a different kind of approach. Those people that have kind of some experience, I'd show them like a few things and they'd be like, oh, and it just clicks and they're just able to do it, which is super beneficial. Like, they're able to use that little thing and detrimentally change their tattooing ability. So obviously it's worth it.
Not detriment, like positively, not detrimentally.
Yeah, I don't know. I just say words, man. I say words that
It's
sound.
all good, bro. It's all
I didn't
good.
go to college.
We got a question from where is it? Samantha I3P. When is your next in-person class? Really interested in starting as soon as possible. FYI, you guys are awesome. Lol. Now, appreciate you, Samantha. What I'll do, for those of you guys that are wondering, I'll pop a link in the chat. I don't know if you can do that on YouTube lives, but I'll just pop a link. The date's going to be from the 17th to the 21st, so it's going to be a week-long event. In the link that I'm about to put in the chat, it's got like the agenda. Everything is going to be covered. It's a full solid like 5 days, Monday to I think it's like Saturday through to Wednesday. So then that way people have to take less time off of work. And how many coaches did you have at the last event? It was Phil, it was you, Tim, Waylon. It's like 4.
Yeah.
So it's not just going to be Brendan. It's going to be some other artists as well. So it's not just going to be like Brendan split between like a big group of people. It'll be like little clusters of the group. We'll kind of go off with different coaches and stuff like that. But I'll pop the link in the chat if you guys want to go check out.
Possibly, I know Diana wanted to come up and help out with one, so it's probably not enough.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just put the link in the chat, guys. If you want to see what the agenda is, everything we're going to be covering and stuff like that, I'll just put the link there. It's got all the logistics and stuff as well. There is only 20 spots. It's on the 17th to the 21st of January. So it's just first in, first serve, guys. But yeah, if the link's there, if you want to grab it, you're gonna see a lot more of that on social media. We got like a bunch of content and stuff from the last one that we're gonna be posting.
It'll be birthday cake because it's like my birthday. So if you want to eat birthday cake with me, even if you're not a tattoo artist, sign up and just sit there.
just come, dude. Just come hang out. Yeah. Cool. Someone just asked how much, dude, it's all in the doc, man. If you just look at the link that I posted, it's got all the details and stuff like that. With the investment and the dates, the times, logistics, all that good stuff. Man, I'd love to go in person, but I'm in Austin, Texas, bro. We had the last event. Man, where did we have people fly in from for the last event?
There was Canada, a place that I can't remember, pretty far away.
Dominican Costa Republic, Rica or something. That was it. Yeah, Dominican Republic and Costa Rica. I think there was one too. Yeah.
I don't really know
so
what Republic is.
Puck was saying that it's PHUK, so I know that's pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, dude. If you're in Texas, like it's just a plane trip away, man. We have people come from other countries to the other ones if you want to hang out. Got a question from Larry B. Larry B sponsored through Starbright Inc. and he knows the owners. Yeah, everyone hit up Larry B. Please don't scare.
You're breaking up. I can't hear you. I can't hear you at all.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, but it's way different in audio.
Okay. Is it still fucked?
No. Did your little headphone thingies die?
No. It's I think I just like hit my microphone and then
the quality is different.
Oh, okay.
Get closer to the mic or something.
How about now?
That's good.
Yeah, there we go. That's just the gain. There's like all these settings and stuff on it. Got some more questions. Once you get a new one, is that different cover? Oh, yeah, someone's asking about the Starbright stuff. How do you teach beginners to feel depth instead of measuring it with a ruler?
It's harder on fake skin. Because realistically, there's like this vibration that you feel that I felt it with this one. I was testing this out today and I felt it. And the only reason I felt it is because it's so thick. Fake skin is thinner because this thick stuff, there's too much resistance and the needle didn't penetrate correctly to the right depth, even though I was tattooing the same. So you have to decrease the fake skins to be able to have it penetrate and do a solid line. But you're not going to have that feeling because it's not thick enough. Obviously, there's no part of the human body that is thinner than this, I hope. Like, you have meat and stuff in there. So you get a vibration in your stretching hand that is kind of like a constant. If it's too light, you won't feel that. Too deep, you feel it a little bit too much. It's really hard to explain, but it's almost like a light hum, if that makes sense. But it's not a noise, it's a fucking feeling. I don't know if you have a better way of explaining that, Nathan.
Yeah, when I'm trying to hit the right depth, I just go by the vibration in my stretching hand. As soon as I can feel that, like I know I'm in the sweet spot. If you do go too deep, you'll notice a few things. First of all, the sound of the machine gets kind of muffled, almost like it's like drowning. Yeah, like in a non-traumatic way. And also you'll see like obvious, like like little spider vein things that come out if you go too deep. That's like to give away that it's a blowout. Unless you're tattooing the inner bicep, they kind of happen just randomly.
And sometimes those will actually go away through healing.
Yeah.
Like, so blowouts are different than like the little micro. I like to call them micro blowouts. It just looks like kind of roots on a tree. It just like very lightly, instantly just kind of shoots out, and it's kind of like going into, I guess, capillaries or whatever the hell they're called. And they'll kind of lighten up through healing. If it's a blowout, it's like ink is underneath that skin. Like you could kind of see it everywhere, like a I don't know where I was going with that, buddy. It's late. Okay.
Also, if the client screams or blood starts to come out, then generally that's gone too far as well. Is my audio still cooked? I had a couple of people in the comments saying that's like still busted.
It's muffled. It's not terrible. It's not terrible, but you definitely sound like you're possibly wearing a bucket over your head.
Great. Okay. Yeah, microphone's fucked up midstream. All right, I'm going to get like $1 million microphone.
Don't do that.
And sell it so that I can have perfect audio.
Cool. Can I have one?
Sell both. Oh man, I've only got 2 kidneys, bro. It's going to be an expensive purchase. Anyway,
I'm not even using it.
I'm using the thing. I does not have a built-in microphone. This ain't no laptop, bro. Like, look, my setup is wild, dude. Like, I've got like a command center. It's like monitor 1, monitor 2, monitor 3, tower, 64 gigabytes of RAM. Bro, I just got sick of like having a slow ass computer, so I just like splurged.
I like the lights.
Yeah, it is colorful. Got a question. Ashley Maris is like, if you hear the needle hitting the table, you've gone too deep. Yeah, definitely. That's a dead giveaway. Have you ever had a problem staying motivated? I'm working my 9 to 5, coming home to parents and getting burnt out, trying to keep moving forward with everything, especially this time of the year.
Yeah. I go through periods of time in my life, no matter what, like you'll just get to a point where you kind of get tired of what you're doing. And there's 2 ways to kind of go about this, right? And by all means, I am not the best person to advise on this subject. But what I do is kind of to get back to things that I enjoy, if that's being outside, going camping, all these things will kind of like restart your kind of want to do things again. Like, also, if you're not doing something you really enjoy, for work, put in that time doing something you do. So if it like is tattooing, and you're just burnt out from like time at your job, you just have to think like, if you want this feeling to end, you have to do the shit. Like realistically, I'm sure Nathan doesn't necessarily enjoy going through a ton of emails every day. I know I don't. I'm terrible about it. I hear it from Nathan all the time because I just some days.
No. If you want to get in touch with Brandon, message him on Facebook.
Yeah,
or any other social media platform or email. Worst way to contact Brandon is through email.
I'll reply back in 7 to 3 months. Yeah, but yeah, just it's all those things will pass, right? If you're on the pathway to where you want to go, nothing in life comes easy at all. Along with that, I don't know your backstory, history, or anything, but like, drinking definitely doesn't help with those things either.
Yeah.
For a very long time, I'd tattoo all day, get home, drink to make myself feel better about my day. But in the end, I was just prolonging my ability to get better, to become healthier, to be able to do the things I need to do anyway. So after I cut that out, it kind of changed my life. I was able to kind of have a better understanding of how to get to that next step. And, realistically, I wouldn't be here on this today if I was still drinking. There would just be no way that I could mix both these things together. I mean, I'd be on this call sloshed right now, which wouldn't be a good view.
I think when we first met, like we started working together like 5 years ago, and that was like just after like COVID, and I think that was like right after you went sober.
Yeah.
Great timing. I'm glad I got to you then and not like a year before. It's like, oh man, this guy sucks. He's like not showing up to work.
It would have been fun then. It would have been fun to hang out.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Same.
Other than that, not really.
What's the worst job you've ever had?
I was a garbage man for a while in Pennsylvania.
The smell.
Not even the smell, man. Like the worst part was it was cold, and we have bear in Pennsylvania, and we go up to this place on top of the mountain to do one of those big garbage bins, and the dude was just like this. I mean, he was, I guess, a nice guy, but maybe, I don't really know. He didn't really talk much. He just smoked cigarettes all the time. And he was like, all right, go do that. I was like, okay. Hopped outside, freezing my ass off. And I heard rumbling in that thing. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I know what's in there. And he was like, yeah, just open it up and it'll jump out. And I was like, yeah, that's kind of what I'm afraid of. The whole jumping out part after I'm beside it. That was my last day. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. And he was like, well, then you're done. And I started walking home. I didn't even know where I was. I had to call and get picked up because I was like, yeah, I'm not going to get mauled by a bear because of some trash. Not happening.
Yeah. I used to work for McDonald's. I was literally the guy that put the fries in the bag. I was the Gen Z meme, but no, there was this one time where this person that just, I don't know, they had a big order and they'd just blown up the bathroom, and it was all over the walls. And it was like it really looked like a crime scene in there. And the manager's like hands me a garbage bag and a mop, and they're like, I want you to go sort that out. And I just said, look, I can't do that. I was totally prepared to get fired. And I didn't, surprisingly, but at that point it was kind of I was like, dude, I gotta get out of this situation. But so I feel like like a bit of pain, stress, at least for me, it was kind of good, because like if I was comfortable my whole life, I wouldn't have like taken any action.
Yeah, for sure. I've had a lot of jobs, like a lot. I sometimes will get a memory of a job that I've done and I was like, oh, I forgot I even did that. Obviously, very briefly.
Alzheimer's kicking in. Cool. All right, guys, we're coming up on an hour. So who's keen for a giveaway? We're going to be giving away the CNC Kronos machine. I don't have it at my desk, but I do have it around here somewhere.
I don't believe you. I want to see it. No, I'm just joking. I believe you.
Well, I have to buy a new one, because if you got batteries in them, they're like super expensive to ship. It's literally cheaper to buy a new one and send it. But anyway, so here is the prop, and then the real one will come in the mail. But anyway, cool. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm just going to pull up this like a Google sheet that has everyone's comments. I think we've got like 410 comments from people in. Yeah, it was quite a few. So I'm just going to pull that up and then use a random number generator to let this one rip. Okay, cool. So how do I share my screen?
I'm not the guy to tell you.
Yeah, just if you need tech support,
email me.
Yeah. No, guys, everyone has strengths and weaknesses, right? I'm definitely a little bit stronger, not a lot, but a little bit stronger on the tech side of things than Brandon. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen. Screen sharing is easy with 2 monitors. Okay.
The other thing is how to pick out what screen you're talking about because you have 7 in front of you.
No, like right now only 2 of them are working. But I'll just can everyone just like let me know in the comments if you can see like there should be a Google sheet on the right with no suspicious tabs in the browser. That'd be good for views. We should.
I don't see it.
You don't see anything? You can't see that I'm sharing my screen? Oh no, that's why, because I'm not. Hold on. Here we go. That's why. There we go. What about now?
I'm looking at your tabs now. I'm gonna find something.
Just give me a heads up, guys. If you can see my screen. Well, yeah. Everyone else, yep. All right, cool. We're good to go. All right. So you can see here, I'm just using random number generator on Google. Okay, it's not rigged, I promise. It's like this is the most efficient way that we can do it. And
someone will still say it's rigged though.
Yeah, you can't please everybody though. You can't. Yeah, it's pointless to try. But anyways, yeah, it's going to be between 1 and 10. As soon as I hit this random number generator, I'm just going to go to the cell on the Google sheet, and whoever the person is that wins it, if you can just email us, because you can't message people on YouTube, which is super annoying. But yeah, we'll like comment on your comment and just tell you to reach out to us. And then if you can just send us like a screenshot of like your YouTube like studio or like the dashboard, so you can like prove that it's your channel, then we'll get your machine sent out. 66. Let's take a look. 66. 66.
That was my number
66.
when I was in professional college football.
You played college football?
Fuck no.
What? I was gonna say you're kind of skinny, dude. Like that's anyway. Yeah. All right. So the winner is Cheyenne Reyes 4486. What are some of your favorite tattoo reference books? So is Cheyenne on the call? Sometimes they're not on the call. That's okay. If you're not on the call, Cheyenne, that's fine. We'll just if you could just send us an email when you're watching the recording for this, we'll comment on your comment, and then we'll get that machine sent out to you. In the email, just send us like your shipping address and stuff like that as well, so we can get that sent out. But yeah, Cheyenne Reyes 4486, we'll get that sent out to you as soon as we get in contact. That's pretty much it, guys. Does anyone have any more questions? Is there anything else? I mean, we still got quite a few people. We've got like 66 people on the stream. Anyone got any questions or anything you want to know about today? We still got like a few more minutes left, so happy to
ask me something about in-person events. There was like 2 questions on it.
Yeah, sure. The in-person event, can you kind of give guys a little bit of a walkthrough of like just sort of your process and like what you cover, like, you know, on day 1, what do you focus on versus day 2, day 3, day 4, stuff like that?
Yeah. So I kind of have it set up with the most efficient way possible to learn in a fast manner. That's going to be obviously starting out with line work. You could very quickly figure out kind of where you're at when I can see line work. The people that do have good line work, that's great. You know, I could give them feedback and be like, you know, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Good job. People that are struggling a little bit, I could give the time to be able to help them along their way. From there, we focus mainly on line work the first day. We'll do 2 designs. Second day, we worked on stipple shading with a mag, and then just a little bit of color at the end because I know some people wanted to learn that stuff. This will change a little bit for the week event because obviously we had more time. we could break down and go a little bit more in depth. With that, it's not only, there's a lot more that you gain being in person besides just tattooing, like being able to connect with the people. Like we have chats afterwards to where, you know, I stay in contact with the people that were there. And you know, it's weird. Like online, you could talk to someone for, you know, a month and still like not really know them. In person, in like 2 days, you know, we kind of became friends almost. It's different.
Yeah.
Sure.
Plus, you can be totally unfiltered, right? Because, like, I mean, obviously, there's things that you can't say on like social media and things like that. But yeah, when you, I feel like when you're in person, too, it's like it's way easier to kind of just be like, I don't know,
Myself.
yeah, more yourself, like easier,
Say some
because it
wild
is
stuff sometimes.
stuff that will get us cancelled. But yeah, it doesn't. Anyway. Yeah, cool. All right. So, man, what about like outside the event? Because I know you guys were hanging out like outside. It wasn't just like, oh, I rock up every day and start tattooing. You guys actually hung out and like went to, like, you actually went out in the town, right?
Yeah. So for the first time, it was like a test run, so we really didn't have like any plans or anything. Like we had the curriculum, but some of the people went to like a haunted house. I'm not about that life. Your boy got trauma. I'm not trying to bring back some old shit. So good on them, but I'm not about it. But we did go out to eat, so that's one thing I do every time is we kind of go out to eat, get a little bit more of a, you know, personal conversation to where it's not just you know, me in front of everyone. They get a look into, you know, my life outside of just you know, the guy standing up front teaching, which is super cool. With the week, we'll be able to, you know, kind of do a lot more, which I'm excited about for sure. Because 2 days, you know, that's not, you could get a lot done in 2 days, but it's not a lot of time for chit chat.
Yeah, it's like all business, but you can actually like have some fun on the week-long events. We've got a question: is there going to be more in-person training events, and will there be higher level events for those who already attended the in-person event already? From Steve DeGeorge.
I'm gonna tell you a little secret. I am tired of being behind a computer. Not like right now, but like in general. You know, me and Nathan dedicated the last 5 years of our life to you know, this, and
Every day.
It's been an awesome ride. But I just want to connect with people again. So this is pretty much my full effort is going into this in-person stuff. Also making the best fake skins on the face of the earth, which I'm going to make happen no matter what. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Like, as long as we still have people coming to them, I will do them for the rest of my life until I can't tattoo anymore. That all honestly falls on your shoulders. Well, not you, Nathan, but like them. I'm not looking at them. I'm looking at you, which is weird to say that. But yeah, as long as people are interested in learning, I will be there as long as I'm on this earth to teach it.
With tell us more about, like, because one of the questions as well was, are there going to be like multiple like levels of events, like, you know, easy, beginner, hard, expert, all that kind of stuff? What's the plan there?
So we've you know, obviously we're still kind of in the area of things to where, you know, we're testing things. My other cat's in the fucking camera. Come here. Jeez. So after this week long, I'll get a better understanding of exactly what we could go over in a week long. From there, we were talking about 2 days. We're going to have the first one, second one, and then the third one. The second one will be more into color, going into like traditional color, neo-traditional, color blending, all that stuff. And then the third one would be like realism. That was kind of, I think that's still the game plan. We haven't talked about it in depth yet, just because main focus is on this week, getting this week one, because so many people were interested in that actually came to the 2 day long. They were like, one thing I'd like to say we should do in the future is the week long. So that's what we're doing. But yes, 100% we're going to do more higher levels of things that because once I become friends with them, they want to come back and learn more stuff. I have no problem with that. But I will say that I have to have an understanding of where you're at. Like, I can't just let a beginner come to the 3rd tier class learning realism. Like, you have to have some understanding of basic things, or it's not going to be beneficial for you guys. It's not going to be beneficial for me, because I'm just going to have to, sit with you the whole time trying to explain like basic things that you kind of should already know beforehand.
Yeah, it kind of like, it's you're not going to get value for money if you don't have at least the base knowledge required for the more advanced classes, which is definitely not what we want to happen. But
and at the end of the day, at the end of the day, I will say that realistically, I do this because it's what I enjoy doing. I could tattoo all the time and live a perfect little life by myself, but I prefer to be able to teach everyone. That's something that I didn't really know. It was kind of like my calling until I got into it, and it's something that really makes me happy. So that's the plan.
Cool. What about what style do you guys tattoo when you're doing the in-person stuff?
So it was we did a mandala and like a neotrad hawk. The mandala is just good to learn like stippling and some shading, packing in solid black, things like that. And then we focus more on smooth shading, being able to use colors and color blending with the hawk design. So just 2 different ways of tattooing.
Fuck yeah. I just saw Taylor come on too. He's one of our students as well. It's so cool seeing like the students come on when we do the lives as well. But yeah, guys, is there anything? We'll take like a couple more questions, but then we're going to wrap it up. We're getting sort of towards the back end of it. If anyone, that's a good question here. Do you design big piece composition? Do you design big pieces to heal strong or to look strong on day one? Stencil, best trick to protect stencil during long sessions.
So any tattoo I do it to look good healed. This is one thing that it's the way I tattoo. Like, if you look at any of my realism tattoos, they're going to look dark, because there's 2 ways of tattooing realism. There's the way to where you tattoo for it to look good for a picture first done. What you're going to need with that is a touch up. You're gonna have to go into some of the areas, darken them up, and that's great for some artists because you have them pay for 2 sessions to do a tattoo. I prefer, just with me personally, that if I could do it in 1 session and it heals looking great, I prefer my clientele to be knowledgeable on all of these things. So like, if they see my tattoo, they understand, okay, it's dark because it's going to heal lighter. And these are all things that you could also explain in social media posts to help out with, your engagement, all of these things. So it's a win-win. But that's how I tattoo.
Yeah. It's like how the tattoo looks when it's fresh. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's more about what the tattoo looks like when it's healed. And even if you do get a bunch of good Instagram pictures, people are going to get the shits if they got to continuously come back. They're going to touch up for every tattoo that they do. What question from Raccoon 20? Okay, I'm not even going to try. What's the biggest mindset shift a tattoo artist needs to make before they become truly consistent?
So I'm going to explain this in 2 different ways, because the biggest mind shift that you need working from a day job to a tattoo artist is, biggest thing I've seen is, you think that a tattoo studio is going to be ran like a corporate business. It's not.
It's the HR department, bro.
Yeah, you are going to hear some crazy shit. You are going to see some crazy shit. And yeah, there's no one really you could just go to and be like, we're arguing, help me, right? Like, if you have a problem with an artist, I'd say it's a good and bad thing, right? Like, you need to sit down, have a conversation, and get it handled right away, because all the nitpicky stuff you see in tattoo studios, it just builds up and blows up in the end. So mindset wise, understand that like you can't really have a soft skin in this industry. And I think that's one of the things that you will kind of see in the in-person, because I'll explain stories and all sorts of stuff that I can't necessarily say online. That's just the nature of the beast. Like we don't own YouTube, we don't own Instagram. If we say some sort of things, we get detrimentally hurt, and then we can't do this for you guys anymore. So not that I'm saying anything degrading or terrible, but there's just some stuff that we can't say online. There's some stuff that we could talk about in person that helps you understand those things. Now, with tattooing specifically, it's just turning into a robot, like building up the confidence to where you don't have to be like, is my depth okay? Am I shading this correctly? Like, why isn't this dark enough? Like, you just have so much repetition that, like, when I'm tattooing, I'm thinking like, oh, what do I want to eat for lunch today? What, wonder what Tim's tattooing tomorrow. Like, I'm not thinking about tattooing at all. So just getting to that point, like, but that's not really a mind change. That's just literally having the time and confidence to where you don't have to worry anymore.
Yeah, not only that too, but like your body adapts. Like if you start trying to draw for 12 hours a day and you've never picked up a pencil before, it's like, bro, you're gonna freak out. It's like it's not gonna be consistent. But when you build it up and you start doing more and more and more, and then you've been drawing and tattooing for years and years and years, it just becomes a part of who you are. And it's like getting up to brush your teeth in the morning. I'm assuming, it just becomes a part of your routine, and then you don't even have to think about being consistent. It's just literally like a part of who you are at that point, and you just do it without even thinking. Yeah.
I'll drive, show up at my house and be like, "How did I get here?"
Yeah, it's like saying, it's like, how does someone be consistent with looking at social media? It's just like it's a habit, you know what I mean? It happens over time, and the more and more that you do it, the less
takes over your mind, body, and soul.
Yeah. I definitely on social media a lot more than what I'd like to be, since we do actually create tons and tons of content. I never used to use Instagram like that much before I started tattooing. I was like, and then when Instagram really only came out. We did. Like Instagram came out like a couple years. I think it was like 2012 or 13 or something. But yeah, anyway.
Tattooing 2009.
Wild, bro. Wild. That's a year before I finished high school.
Yeah, I finished high school and I was like, I wouldn't say that I was good. I wasn't in a shop then, but I was zapping, buddy. You guys have this, someone's saying, for real, you guys have this massive YouTube channel, yet there's still stuff you can't say publicly regarding the industry. I wouldn't say so much like saying like publicly. It's more just like, like for example, if you like swear a bunch of times, like on social media, like your videos get taken down. It's kind of more like that. Yeah, like that's how I talk. So if I'm telling a story, like you could imagine how I would look just being like, oh yeah, and glitch, and then I go on with my story. And every couple of seconds I'm glitching because I said a bad word. It's not very pleasant to watch. So
yeah. Cool. Abrax, I didn't finish high school and I also can't read. You and I both, brother. No, it's dude. It's true, you can't, man.
At all.
But it's fine because we got Grammarly for you, so it's all good. All right, guys. If you have any more questions, just put them below as a comment below this live. Happy to kind of go through them. But yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. Appreciate everyone for coming out, and congratulations again to
344.
you know, it was 66. It was 66. Congratulations to.
I know the last numbers on it were like.
Yeah. Cheyenne Reyes. I think I can't pronounce it, but yeah, if you've won the thing, just send us an email, replies@tattooing101.com. Send us a screenshot of the dash. So we know that it's your YouTube channel. We'll get that machine sent out. For any of you guys that are interested in the in-person coaching, I dropped the link to the agenda in the comments. Check it out. You can see what we guys are going to be going through from the 17th to the 21st of January. So we can make it down to Tennessee that time. And yeah, we actually got like a full building for it. It's not just in Brandon Steer. Like we have like a separate massive building for it. So it's really sick. But cool. All right, guys. Thanks for coming on. See you soon.
Later.